actually, we're excited at MEDC because we see some real dynamic opportunities. The top story for us is we've got a strong housing market, we've got a strong workforce market, and we're excited to be collaborating with the city on initiatives to continue to work through consumer behaviors and understanding how do we continue to positively promote the region and see the benefit of that promotion. And so we're excited to be partnering really closely with the city, and MEDC and the Chamber are both working hard to not just recruit new industry and new small business, but to work on initiatives that support those businesses.
So in other words, you're settling in well at the EDC.
Yes, I'm super excited. I'm just wrapping up my third month, and it's a learning opportunity for me. In these few months, it's really getting to know industry one-on-one, hearing from them firsthand, and finding out what are the solutions that they think will work, and what are the opportunities that they see. And after these first 3 months of meetings, I think that's the top story. Is we're in a world of opportunity. So we're excited to market all that this region has to offer: a high quality of life, an affordable quality of life, and a young bilingual workforce with cutting edge support from our university, from our community college. All of this together makes McAllen the place to be.
And so I guess the one negative in your radio interview was the border crossings. March this year compared to March, they actually 28%.
We did see consumer behavior changing. The trend line is a bit different than what we've normally seen. When we look at March over March, there is a bit of a slowdown. It's 1 month. When we look at the cumulative period, we're still trending upward. And so I think it's a key time for us to try to figure out what is coming. And my messaging yesterday was that we speak to the numbers so that we're in front of it before it continues on a downturn and we're shocked by it. Our goal is to be honest with our community, that they know what the numbers are looking like, that we are able to pivot and adjust as quickly as possible so that we again can highlight all of the opportunities that people have when they shop, when they visit, or when they set business up in McAllen.
So I was talking to one hotelier here, and he put it all down to the fact that the Mexican nationals that are crossing the bridge are having to wait much longer because the Mexican soldiers are inspecting the vehicles. And so maybe a 2-hour wait normally at Hidalgo Bridge is 4 hours, or instead of 1 hour, it's 2. Is that in your analysis, is that how what you feel that downturn is all about?
And I don't have enough data to analyze or to tell you that. What I can tell you is that what we're feeling on the business side is we're in a transition process as we work through a new process, as we work through the geopolitical situation. We're gonna be navigating something new, and so we did hear that there was increased checks on the Mexico side of the border. We did hear that there were long lines. I think that varies day to day. I'll tell you, yesterday I was with maquiladoras in Rio Bravo, and I waited not even 20 minutes to cross into the McAllen area. So it depends. I think at the end of the day, we're in a transition mode, and for us on the city side, on the chamber side, on the economic development side, it's ears to the ground, working very closely with business more than ever, and then taking advantage of the opportunities that we have to collaborate internationally, statewide, to really continue to work on growing our region.
So now, do you have any thoughts on whether March was a one-off? Would it continue April, May, June?
I don't know. We don't know. That's the story, right? We are working through a geopolitical transition, and we are going to try to stay close to the business community to understand what those trends are.
Another topic is on the radio, you talk about how regionally we're all working together these days.
Yes.
And the example you gave is, Sergio gave was Zoho's, initially thought to be in McAllen, for some reason, maybe they needed more land than you had available. They're now moving to north of Edinburgh, but we all win.
We all win with economic development in the region. We win with Brownsville's victories. We win with the new hotel that opened in San Juan. We win with all the new attractions that come to McAllen. The region wins. And the story that we continue to hear, whether we're with the maquilas or the small business community, is that we've got a talented workforce. We're hearing about, I came to this community professionally, started my jobs 25 years ago. And I remember hearing the talk about what we're building at UTRGV, what STC is building, and to have lived it, and now to see that, to talk to Dr. Lee, Dr. Kumar, Carlos Margo, Dr. Solis, Veronica Gonzalez. It's phenomenal to me what this community has done in terms of building that pipeline and doing it in areas like STEM. When you talk to Soho, for instance, they'll tell you they were attracted to the region because their top performing engineers were graduating from UTRGV and they wanted to see what that is. When you talk to Dr. Solis and you hear that 99% of his nursing students, or close to 100%, if not 100%, are passing their licensing exam. Those are state records. That speaks to something really special in the 956, and that's the people. And our loyalty to the workforce, our commitment to persevere, and our commitment to education. I'm excited about it. It's an exciting time. There is some geopolitical newness, transformative processes, but more than ever, we're prepared. We've been preparing. We're ready to take this economy to the next level.
I'm pleased you mentioned there the reason Zoho's here. It was because they were getting all these applications going up to Central Texas for a facility they wanted to build there. And they said, why are we getting all these applications for work from the valley? They didn't know where the valley was. They came down here and said, well, this is where we need to be.
And you've heard that, right? That story
I've
from
heard
them?
it, but I don't know that enough people have. It's an incredible story about the fact it tells us that we could get far more high-tech companies if they followed Zoho's. And the reason Zoho's here is because of the workforce. Therefore, we should be.
And by the way, Soho's not the only tech company. We've had tech companies that are here in McAllen. We've got a huge data center presence, and it's been here for more than a decade. So we've already been doing it. It might not be so visible, but remember, the market drives what happens, not necessarily what it is that we're speaking to. It's happening behind the scenes. And I think the collaboration is an innate part of what we do. I'll tell you, I know that there's changes in government at the federal level, at the international level. But I'll tell you that there's a real testament to what happens on the ground. As staffers, as leaders in our own little segments, we do lean on each other. It's part of our culture, and we're excited at McAllen to be able to collaborate with our sister cities.
So my last question, MxLAN, that economic summit that you've got tomorrow, emerging technologies, AI, you're thinking ahead by setting that as the agenda.
We are, and we want to be well aligned. What we're doing to recruit, what we're doing to prepare for what is coming to Texas. We're excited. I mean, Texas is the place to be. We've got a governor's office that has been very proactive. He's got a phenomenal team, and we're so excited to be able to invite them and they respond. So we've got a great lineup at the Economic Summit. The focus is AI and technology. We've got the CEO for the Texas Economic Development Corporation who's going to come talk to us about what the governor's office is doing to bring tech industry into Texas. And then we've got one of our commissioners from the Texas Workforce Commission who's going to come talk to us about what the governor is doing to push workforce readiness. And so we're excited about that. And a whole bunch of speakers that are talking to us about AI, about cybersecurity, about upskilling workforce. We've got a professor coming from Stanford, our keynote speaker, Jesus Cochegruz, who's world-renowned techie, young guy. Let's hear what the Generation Z has to say about technology. It's going to be an exciting opportunity. If you're a small business or you work in industry, come check out the event. It starts at 9. You can buy your tickets online. Visit the Chamber website or McAllen EDC website.
Elizabeth, thank you so much for today's interview.
Thank you so much.